Hi, my name is Bailey Salvador, and today I'm here to present to you the challenge of time. I chose this challenge to present because I see myself and my colleagues struggling with the battle of working our regular shifts of 9 to 5, but then taking lots of work home or staying late each night to finish the work up. Learning more about the POLC framework has helped me to understand what possibly could be missing, that and a lot of extra research. After all the research and what I have learned in the class over the last 6 weeks is I find communication is the biggest struggle regarding time in our 21st century workplaces. I have also found that yes, technology is an issue when dealing with the problems of time within the workforce, but is only if it is abused. People should have the time and the luxury to check in with loved ones, but should not abuse it. Time is truly essential in the workplace, but so isn't communication. Planning. Planning is the first facet of the POLC framework, and the three fundamental functions are mission and vision, strategizing, and goals and objectives. It is super important, to have the company's mission and vision statement in all of our goals. I have found by using the three facets of planning, we could plan our days better to make sure we have itemized lists to complete, so we do not have to take work home and can spend more time with family and friends, and that's the goal here. We would strategize ways, whether it be handling over our cell phones or no more social media during work hours, all sites blocked in our computers to help lessen any outside distractions, less talking during the day, certain things like that to kind of just really, hone in on the goals that we're going to set for ourselves and what's on our list so that we can complete them and not have to bring our work home. Then we would set up these goals to achieve our lifts for the day. I would, reward my staff by how many things they got done off their list without any distractions. Obviously, things do happen and sometimes not everything can get done, or something will take precedence and, the rest of the list is kind of trash for the day. But I think doing these small things overall could really help us in the end. The second fundamental function of the POLC framework is organizing. The three facets of organizing is organization design, culture, and social networks. Culture and workplace environment are key. If someone is unhappy in the workplace because of the environment or the culture, they'll be gone so much quicker than, somebody who maybe is making mistakes or is slow to, get to work on time, because if someone's unhappy with the culture, they will quit. And it doesn't matter if they're, an A player or not the best employee. Using organization to solve our challenge of time. I have found by using the three facets of organizing, we could limit the amount of useless time we spend at work. Social media is great, but only if we're using it for work purposes and on a platform like LinkedIn. Otherwise, it is not needed. Organizational design is very important because that is what we will gather our thoughts together on and what we will set our goals and boundaries with. Culture is the most important. Our managers need to follow our healthy concept of time versus being on their phones or going against what we have told our employees. We also need to make sure we have a great workplace environment, relaxed but productive. Leading is the third fundamental function of the POLC framework. And the 5 facets of leading are leadership, decision-making, communication, groups and teams, and motivation. Without communication, everything would fall apart. Using leading to solve our challenge of time. I have found by using the 5 facets of leading, we could lead our employees to work harder while at work so they have time with their families when they are home. Communication is the most important facet of the 5 in my eyes regarding our challenge of time. If we can communicate clear with our employees between email, Skype, face-to-face, phone calls, etc., less errors will be made. Communication to me, hands down is the most important. Probably of all the fundamental functions and out of everything in the POLC, framework, because without clear communication, that's how mistakes are made. That's how, we stay late at work because we have a new project to take on. I have learned that, you really need to try hard to learn your employees' learning styles. And, some work better with an email, or some work better with, a face-to-face meeting or a phone call or Skype from a remote person. Those need to be done because it'll save you a lot less work. And a lot of time will be given back to you if you just take a few quick minutes to communicate something correctly. And controlling. Controlling is the last fundamental function of the POLC framework, and the two facets are system processes and strategic human resources. Learning the right way to control could earn you a mug like Michael Scott's. Using controlling to solve our challenge of time. Balanced scorecards and SHRM can really help with control. As managers, we must make sure we are always in control of the situation. We must make sure that we help control our employees. We must make sure that we control our employees to help them with the challenge of time by creating balanced scorecards for them, and they should do that for themselves as well. But that right there will show them what they need to work on and then what they are succeeding. I love the balanced scorecards. We actually use them at my work. I think that, they're just fantastic. You can keep up to date on what, you yourself need to work on, what your employees need to work on, what you as a team need to work on. And then as soon as, something's checked off and, it's great, you can add something else and you see results, you get rewarded. It's really great. And here's my references, but thank you guys for watching.